Om Gama Ganeshaya Namah. Namaskar, friends. I hope everyone is doing fine. Today we will discuss about the Bhamsha Chart. It's commonly called as D27 or Varga D27 or Namashkaram. So the entire 30 degrees divided into 27 parts of 1 degree 6 minutes, and it's a part of Soda Suvarga, which is the analysis of the 16 charts. It's a higher divisional charts, not available in the Dasavarga scheme or the Shaptavarga or the Shodavarga scheme. Now, Parashara says it is for understanding the strength of the native. That's it. Apart from that, he has given us the calculation and the other like the deities and everything. But he has not mentioned uh, other than that, whether it's for the physical strength or the mental strength. So it it gives an open area of thinking and understanding. By the strength, what does he mean? The calculation here comes into a play, like in every divisional charts. I have also said this in my previous video. Based on the calculation, the idea comes like what actually, because mathematics gives the actual truth. So what's actually what the Varga chart is meant for? Here, the fiery rashis are counted from Aries. So in a chart, so in a chart, so imagine like the fiery Jupiter is there in the fiery rashi, which is Aries, and Jupiter is 28 degree and 9 minute. So if you divide the entire 30 degree by 1 degree 6 minute, you will find that this Jupiter will fall in the 25th Amsha, around like that, 25th, 26th Amsha. So that means 24 is the this one, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12 comes in this one. Then same repetition, 24 comes this one, 25th and 26th. So hence in B27, Jupiter is in Taurus. So like that. So you have to take the fiery rashis, planet based in the fiery rashis from Aries. You have to take the uh, air rashis from Libra. You have to take the this water rashis from Capricorn and the earth rashi from Cancer. Now this is a very big indications which Parashara has given us. You see, I mentioned that the fiery rashis are counted from Aries, the earth rashis are counted from Cancer, the air rashis are counted from Libra, and the water from the Capricorn. Now, this is similar to the Navamsha calculation as well, where the Navamsha, when we calculate, we from the fiery rashis, the fiery planets, we calculate it from the fiery rashis. The earth also, but the air rashis we calculate from the Libra. The earth rashis we calculate from Capricorn in case of Navamsha. Here it is Cancer. And the water rashi we calculate from Cancer, but here it is Capricorn. So there is a difference. There is a difference in the calculation of the water sign and the calculation of the earth sign. However, two things are very evident from this particular thing, that Parashara is considering, if I take this as a Kalpurush chart, ignore all the planets, ignore all the planets. If I take the Kalpurush chart, so Parashara is considering fiery rashis for the Aries. He's considering the air rashis for the Libra, the earth rashis for the Cancer, and the water rashis for the Capricorn. In Navamsha, the fiery rashis is Aries, the airy rashis is Libra, water rashis is Cancer, and the earth rashis is from Capricorn. So basically, he's taking the same scheme, but there are two differences. And it is also evident that he is taking the Kendras. So this is one observation. Secondly, the deities, the lords. So this is the other way of understanding the internal, the message what Maharishi wants us to understand. You see, the deities are of 27. These 27 deities are basically similar to the nakshatra deities. These deities, like Ashwini, like these are the deities, Ashwini Kumaras, Shyama, Agni. So imagine, like, like for Jupiter, we were saying this chart, we were saying this chart. So Jupiter is falling in the 26th Amsha. So 26th is basically uh, Ahir Budhyana. Ahir Budhyana is basically related to the Vishnu, actually, the Vaishnava concept. It is mentioned in Vishnu, this Vaishnava concept about Ahir. Ahir is basically the snake, the serpent, and Budhyana is from the deep. So basically, it is like, the snake from the deep, or like the Patal, or maybe we can say it Adi Shesha. So, but this is a this is a complete study, and it is also mentioned that it is a Vishnu, but in Vishnu Purana also, in this particular compendium also, it is mentioned that Adi Budhyana is also Mahadeva. So it is not clear whether it's a Mahadeva or it's Vishnu, but Ahir Budhyana is basically Adi Shesha. Like Budhyana means from the deep, and Ahir means serpent. So Naga. So Adi Shesha. And since it's a part of the Vaishnav text, so it is related to Vishnu, which is coming out. So, but my point is here, then Jupiter falls in Adir Budhyana. So here the things, what is important is, you see, nakshatra is basically a concept which is related to the journey of the moon, because we take the Janma Nakshatra and from there we calculate the dashas and everything. So in the first phase, we saw that Parashara is talking about the Kendras, which is similar to the Navamsha. And the second part, we see that Parashara is basically giving the deities, the 27 deities of the 27 nakshatras, which is a flow of the life in terms of the dasha, which is a moon journey. Hence, we can understand from both the thing that the Bhamsha is connected, the Bhamsha is basically connected to the Kendras, as we have seen, the Navamshas, and also the Nakshatras. Now, it is to check the Balam, the strength, and understand, the strength of the individual. So basically, Bhamsha is connected to the Lagna chart because it is a Kendra analysis. It is connected to Navamsha chart, the actual strength analysis, and also the moon, that means a mental analysis. So the strength here will be both physical and mental, what we are trying to understand from this particular uh, Bhamsha chart. So that is what I could interpret by understanding and thinking and seeing several charts about the Bhamsha or the D27 charts. Now, it is very important for everyone to understand. Let us see one chart. So this is Maharshi Aravinda Ghosh. So when we are trying to understand a very high soul like Aravinda Ghosh, when we go and see the this D20 chart of Upasana. Similarly, we see in the D20 chart, the sun is in the fifth house, aspected by Jupiter. And when we see the particularly D24 chart, the Siddhis, what Aravinda Ghosh has achieved in his life, we found that, sun, the 10th Lord is in the 10th house, aspected by Jupiter yet again, and Lagna Lord is in the fifth house. So basically, like, it is related to soul, And when we come to the D27 charts, we find that the sun is exalted. So basically, D27 is about the strength of the mental and the physical aspect. Sun also denotes the physical aspect. So when you are driving for a very higher soul, you are doing all types of activities in terms of training your mind through pasana and achieving the siddhis and everything. But your body also needs to support you. Otherwise, like it is a very small journey. So hence, the body, the strength, the physical strength, mental strength, both are analyzed from the Bhamsha chart to this to particularly understand whether this person can the journey can be long enough to like for him to uh, execute whatever is thought process is. So I will take one example of Mahatma Gandhi. You see, in Mahatma Gandhi's chart, just a moment. In Mahatma Gandhi's chart, he was born with the Malavya Mahapurusha Yoga. Venus is in Kendra in the own house, Malabha Mahapurush Yoga. In the 10th house, there is Rahu and Moon. Now, we all know that he started his career as a barrister. He was in foreign South Africa. But there is a dictum in astrology that if Rahu or Ketu are based in the Kendra or in the Trikona, it is considered to be as beneficence, auspicious. Also, if Rahu or Ketu are based in the Kendra or the Trikona with the disposital lord, here Rahu is based with the disposital lord Moon, Rahu will act as a Raj Yoga. So basically, to be Mahatma Gandhi and to go at that height, you also need the strength. You certainly need the strength of Rahu because without Rahu, these type of achievements like Mahatma Gandhi is like a legend. He's he's a historical character, and he will be remembered till the civilization survives. So Mahatma Gandhi, to be Mahatma Gandhi, also you need the assistance of Rahu. Otherwise, that achievement, that strength may not be possible. In the D27 charts, as we are trying to understand about the strength and the weakness of Mahatma Gandhi, we all know that Mahatma Gandhi was physically not strong. As we see, Sun, the Karaka, is also here debilitated. Physically, he was not strong. In the seventh house, he has got Venus and Saturn and Ketu. And in the second house, he has got Moon. You see, the Moon and the Venus and the Saturn, there is a Parivartana Yoga. So that means the second house, the second lord coming back to his own house, and the seventh lord coming back to his own house. That means Gandhiji actually like trained himself to control the second house and the seventh house. Now, the second house is the mouth, and the seventh house is the carnal desire, the sexual desires. As you see, Saturn Ketu is there, so it is sannyasa. And the second house and the seventh house, there is a parivartana. That means Gandhiji actually controlled his tongue as well as he controlled his the uh, desires. So this is basically uh, uh, like you know uh, this is basically if you see I have mentioned in my Trimamsha video also. uh, uh, just a moment. So this I have mentioned in my this Trimamsha video. This particular second house and the seventh house is considering the Swadhisthana Chakra, which is controlled by Apas or Venus. So basically, we all know that Gandhiji, apart from the independence movement, he also was a spiritual person who actually tried to control his senses. Now, this chart shows the strength that why Gandhiji was able to control his senses. By controlling his senses, D20 is strength, his internal chart, this particular mental component. You see, moon, who is the lord of the seventh, and Saturn, who is the lord of the second. The both are coming back to their own house. And by that, that means that he is basically, he achieved in terms of controlling his senses and controlling his desires, and thus by becoming the Mahatma. It's a fantastic chart actually. If you see the Gandhi's chart, someday I will do a video also. Even when India got independence, it was Jupiter and Ketu Dasha, Jupiter Mahadasha and Ketu Antardasha. Even he died in Jupiter and Ketu Mahadasha. So, why you see in the eighth house, the Drishti of Mars is there, Saturn is there, and Ketu is there. Okay. So basically, and Jupiter in the seventh house becoming a very big Marak. Now, I was just going through his D3 chart. In the D3 chart, in the 22nd Vrishkon house, Ketu is based. And Ketu is also connected to Bullet. So basically, he was shot dead actually. So, and it happens like in the fourth house, like the chest area where he was shot. So basically, this particular is this indication in the chart is very much there. Anyway, coming back to the D27 chart. So if a person can control his tongue or his, like in Ayurveda, like the genitals are also linked to the tongue actually. Lower lips, it is said lower lips is the genital, the opening of the genitals, and the higher lips is the lips. So basically, if a person can control his fooding habit and the desire habit, he can actually take control of himself. That is the control of the Swadhisthana chakra, which is after the Muladhara chakra. So that is how Gandhiji actually controlled, because he has a desire planet Venus in the seventh house, but Saturn Ketu gives that sannyasi thing. And by the parivartana, by the connection of the Saturn and the moon, it is very, very, very much clear that how he actually gained control. The Saturn becomes strong, moon coming back to his own house, getting the strength. Okay, so this is how he actually, and Sun in the 10th house, although debilitated, but Sun in the 10th house is actually Digbali, which is the strength. So he is very popular, very, very popular, very. So that is how he has overcome. So it is not easy. You see in the Siddhamsha chart also, if you see Nandiji, the Lagna Lord is Venus. Here Venus is exalted. That means he basically, for Gandhiji actually got the Siddhi over his Venus. Actually, his Venus. He got the Siddhi over his Venus. So basically, he could control his desires. And when he come, and here also the seventh lord is Venus. And when you come to the D27 chart, you see the strength of the planets which are based out here. So this is how actually he got the strength, and he was able to control his desires, and he could do the mass related activities, and was the and we could get the independence because of his leaderships. So coming back from the chart, as we see, Sun is debilitated, so his health was also not that strong. That also we can understand. And Venus is with Ketu and Saturn, so certainly, there will be some kind of a this in the carnal house. So some kind of a this kidney related, those kind related, or the sexual need, those kind of related, some issues which Gandhiji was fighting internally, and he could control it. So that is how we need to understand the strength. So I'll just show before that, like the karakas, let us understand. Sun is a karak of a good body and soul. Moon is a karak of a good soul, sound mind. So for any particular chart, once you try to understand the health of a jatak, you need to see the Lagna Lord, and you also need to see the Sun. If Lagna Lord and Sun both are strong, then the health of the jatak is strong. So for the same D27 chart, Sun is to be seen as for the good body and soul. And for the mind, you need to see Moon as a karak of a sound mind. D1 Lagna you need to see for the physical safe, how the D1 Lagna Lord is placed in the Lagna chart as well as in the D27 chart, as well as the Varga Lagna, the overall Varga Lagna, planet aspecting the Varga Lagna, you will understand, which all planets are aspecting there, those related matters. Either he will have strength or he will have weakness. Here in this chart, this is an individual chart. Here in this chart, we see that the eighth lord and the 11th lord, which is Jupiter, is exalted. So Jupiter is the strength of this chart. eighth lord is the strength of this chart. So when Jupiter is strong, it also evades many ill facts of the chart. Here, Jupiter is a karak of the fourth house and the seventh house. So basically, Jupiter, the eighth lord, actually is the strongest. Here it is aspecting the seventh house and the 11th house as well. Now, the problem factor here is Sun because it is the fourth lord and Sun is here debilitated. It is with Mars and Saturn is also connected to Sun through the third aspect. Saturn is aspecting the Lagna to the 10th aspect. Mars is aspecting to the Lagna to the 10th aspect, and Mars is also taking the quality of the Sun while aspecting. And the Lagna Lord, Varga Lagna Lord, Venus, is debilitated, and the Lagna Lord Mercury is here in the 8th house. That means, although this wisdom, the power of the wisdom, the power of the high occult thing, also the 8th law, longevity is strong, but this Jatak will have, because it is the sixth house, also the Virgo sign is there where the Venus is debilitated. This Jatak has got the affliction of the majorly the Pitta, the fire planets. So this particular individual can have problem related to the, gut related problems, and he can have like, this Pitta related issues, which the Jatak can confirm. So this is what is coming out from the chart. Although his strength is Jupiter, so he has a wisdom, he understands his body well. And since the eighth lord is strong, so by doing the pranayama, by doing the yogas, certainly he can acquire knowledge about his health and he can strengthen it up. Here we see that this particular sun is debilitated, who is a fourth lord. So fourth lord debilitated, and hence he is abroad for a very long time. And with Mars, so it is connected to the Lagna through the eighth aspect. Saturn is also connected to the Lagna through eighth aspect. And Saturn is also connected to the fiery planets. So when you give air to the fire, it burns more. So certainly there is a Pitta related issues which we can see from the chart. Also, we see some Kapha related issues as well as Venus is with Moon. So these are the issues which he needs to take care and to make his body better. Lastly, about the deities, I have placed the planets based on the deities. As you see, the Lagna has fallen to Bhaga, Sun has fallen to Govinda, Moon has fallen to Vashava, Mercury has fallen to Vashava, um, uh, Mercury has fallen to Aryaman, Jupiter has fallen to Surya, Saturn has fallen to Swatsar, and Venus has fallen to Varuna. So that means Varuna and Govinda. These are the two deities. He need to worship to have a good sound health for this particular individual. In terms of mental strength, as we see, Moon is there in the fifth house. It is not bad, and the dispositor of Moon, where the Jupiter is placed, and it is exalted. So Moon is strong. However, Moon also has got an affliction because it is placed with the enemy Venus, and it is also in Papka 3. So somehow, this fourth lord, there is a problem, and Moon, there is an affliction. So certainly, this emotional, mother related, those kind of issues are also can be seen. So this is coming up from this particular chart from the health perspective. Now he needs to take care of this pitta related problems, then certainly like this can be improved. But health related issues and strength related issues can be seen from the chart. Internal strength of the Jatak is Jupiter, which is the wisdom lord, the Guru Lord, which will give him directions. He will know what is right, what is wrong. He will take the right decisions based on a long-term commitment. But and maybe he will understand what are things to be done, needs to be done for his important body parts. But the afflictions in the chart shows that physical some strain and mental some queries may also come for this particular native. So this is my interpretation of D27 chart. And friends, you also see your chart and your friend's chart. Always remember that Bhamsha is about the strength, Palak Balam is about the strength. And for an individual, you need to see the Lagna Lord strength, the eighth Lord strength, the moon strength, the Varga Lagna, which all planets are aspecting. Those are the disease which can come to you, or the strength or weakness which can come to you. And also you need to see the sun as a karaka of a body, soul, moon as a karaka of a sound mind. Okay. So these are the things you need to keep in mind, then you will understand the chart from a medical perspective, from the health perspective, strength perspective as well. Okay. So thank you, friends. Thank you very much.